See, I know Dr. Umar. Everybody just talk about that internet money. Dr. Umar used to go to churches. See, I know somebody, he came to their church and took a lot of donation money when he was talking about the schools. Dr. Umar been robbed for years. I can't respect him. He as far as I'm concerned. It ain't just internet money. He takes money from people.
Corey Holcomb has always been known for speaking his mind, but this time he went even further. In a passionate outburst now circulating across social media, Corey directly called out Dr. Umar Johnson, accusing him of deceiving church members, particularly targeting older followers who placed their trust in him.
It was people put money in the offering for this man who's building a school for young people. So I don't got no respect for Dr. Umar, man. Dr. Umar, come on, man. Just stop, dog. You scammed the whole community.
What if he...
Say something, boy.
Hold that one.
I don't want to put the church, y'all, where people be talking to the people at the church. Did he do this? But trust me, he went to a church with a lot of elders. And of course, if you're talking about building a school for black people, you know our people gonna help you.
Yeah.
Our people gonna help you because that's how we really want what's best for our people. I'm talking about all us straight-minded folks. So he been scamming for a long time, and that's why I don't want to hear about that man and what he doing with anything. You live long, you live this long because you are pure evil. You people over. You people over. That's why I give Tariq Nasheed a lot of credit. Tariq Nasheed said, I gotta apologize to my people for even introducing y'all to this man.
According to Corey, Umar has been using his conscious community persona to gather donations and speak on Black empowerment, all while secretly taking money from church gatherings and elderly supporters who trusted his message. Corey didn't hold back at all. He labeled Umar a manipulator, a showman, and someone who hides behind spirituality to take advantage of sincere believers.
Scammer.
Umar has scammed King Randall, and King Randall is actually helping black boys. If you guys really think about this, Umar is willing to take money from King Randall, and I'm going to break it all down. And that money was supposed to be for Umar to come to the schools and help and teach, kind of like a collaboration effort with King Randall's students. Umar, he cancels the day before and won't send the money back. Well, in essence, Umar, what you've done is you've stolen the money. You've taken the money that was supposed to go towards these boys. They were trying to get you out there to help out and do your thing. But guess what? Umar doesn't work with boys. He never has. He doesn't work with black boys. He focuses on and targets the mothers of these boys so that he can sexually exploit them and financially exploit them.
Now that the facade is just out there and the face has been revealed as to who Dr. Umar is, I'm gonna stop saying Dr. Umar. His real name is Jermaine, okay? He had to create a whole pseudo personality to get y'all believe that he was actually smarter.
And I dare him to say that I'm lying about what I'm saying. You came to Chicago, I will name the church, boy, where you took donations from them elders because they thought you were somebody respectable. And I can imagine how many churches and victims you have taken money from. Everybody counting the internet money.
Born in 1974, Umar Abdullah Johnson would rise from the city schools to become one of the most polarizing and instantly recognizable figures in Pan-Africanist activism.
Appreciate y'all being here today. We have to talk about Dr. Umar Johnson extensively, all right? And so I had my entire team pull research over the last few days, and I was just thrown at the amount of money that you guys have donated to him.
Dr. Umar Johnson in 2016.
Wow.
Almost 9 years later, there's been a lot of very creative stories about the school. At first, it was built, but not open yet. And then when some kids broke in, I guess, stole some books or messed something up. And then his bank accounts were frozen. And then I guess now the school is being auctioned off.
Let me ask this. When will we finally get tired of this ongoing scheme? Do we understand that if this level of division were happening in any other group or community, it would have already caused major outrage? Think about it. If someone like Dr. Umar, but from a different background, had claimed to be building a school for 16 years using public donations, the fraud allegations and public criticism would be massive. That person would probably be facing real legal action by now. All he has to do is speak smoothly, appeal to certain women by making them feel appreciated, or gather a few so-called intellectuals to support him. And just like that, he becomes untouchable. They'll defend him endlessly, no matter how suspicious his behavior looks.
Queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black butter almond queens, black butter pecan queens, black warm peanut butter queens, black butterscotch queen, black fudge queen, black cinnamon queen, black sweet brown sugar queen.
You said crashing out. That's the part I don't know anything about.
God.
That's
His internet
why do y'all
stopped
find so
after the
much
backstory.
joy
Okay, no, we're not finding joy. We feel welcome. Yeah.
in giving me a hard time? That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'm
Give me a hard
sorry.
time. What's interesting to me is there are a lot. I mean, there's so much content being made about this. It seems like there are people who are like rooting for this to fail. There are people. I'm just kind of witnessing the whole thing, trying to make sense of everything.
Which side do you follow?
I don't want anybody to fail.
Dr. Umar first introduced the idea of the FDMG Academy in 2004, though at different times, he's claimed it started in 2005 or even earlier. Either way, the concept goes back over 20 years. In 2010, he shared a Facebook post announcing that the school would open on September 11th, 2013. By 2014, he began collecting funds for what became known as the St. Paul School Project. Over time, he kept making promises, claiming the school would open in 2014, then 2015, 2016, 2017, continuing that pattern all the way through 2023. In 2019, he purchased several abandoned buildings in Wilmington, Delaware. Public records show the price was $400,000, though Dr. Umar has claimed it was more. However, he's never shared receipts or any official proof to back that statement. Then things took another turn when Tariq Nasheed entered the discussion. And what he revealed surprised many. Tariq admitted that he once donated to Dr. Umar's FDMG school project, believing it was a sincere effort to uplift the Black community. But after years of delays, shifting timelines, and unanswered questions, Tariq now says he's beginning to think Corey Holcomb might be right. That Dr. Umar has been using Pan-Africanism as a cover for a long-running hustle. According to Tariq, Umar's movement feels more like a money drain than a mission, and that supposed school might just be part of a larger scheme. Hearing that from a former supporter makes the situation even more concerning.
Listen, again, like I said, a decade ago, I said this school it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. And a lot of people are looking at this as the nail in the coffin for Pan-Africanism. You know, Umar says he's the prince of Pan-Africanism. And as we see, Pan-Africanism is, you know, it's been hanging by a thread, the whole ideology of it. And there's a symbolism here, the symbolic collapse of the school and Pan-Africanism. This is what it is. The school was not just a personal mission. It presented itself as like a Pan-African institution.
It's also possible that the actual purchase price was far lower than what's been reported. Dr. Umar has stated there was no mortgage involved, but there's no proof to verify that claim. It's entirely possible he financed the property. The core problem continues to be the lack of transparency. In February 2019, he reportedly obtained the abandoned buildings, or as he called them, the trap vandals. However, he has never provided receipts or offered a clear breakdown of how much money was truly spent on the purchase. Since then, the projected opening date has kept changing. First 2019, then 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and now it's been pushed to 2026. Looking at the full timeline, it's been over 2 decades since the school was first introduced, yet not a single Black child has attended or gained anything from this long-promised project.
Auctioned off,
Yeah.
by Delaware,
Mhm.
and latest I checked, he's doing $500 lunch dates.
You heard
about this?
I heard about it. I talked about that. Yeah.
Listen,
yeah.
look, like this whole time, me and Omar have had some words back and forth with each other. I mean, over the internet. I'm glad he came and did an interview once. He didn't want to come back. That's cool. I'm not tripping. I think the idea of what he's doing is great. And I've always said, when that school opens, I'll gladly do an interview with him at that school. And I will publicly apologize, for questioning whether the school's going to open. But I don't get the impression the school's ever going to open.
Listen, when he was talking about that school about a decade ago, I was for it. I donated to it.
Shortly afterward, he named his project the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. To many observers, the entire venture now seems like an elaborate scheme, built on one unfulfilled promise after another. Critics often sum it up with the phrase, donations forever, school opening never. It has become a shorthand for the situation, continuous fundraising with no real progress in sight. Even if the school were to open someday, many believe it would only represent another phase in the same long-running deception. The more one examines the details, the more doubtful the story appears. Umar's choice to use Frederick Douglass's name, especially after falsely claiming to be his descendant, only reinforces the view that this was a carefully constructed illusion from the start.
At the end of the day, you didn't think enough about your own people to marry a woman who looks like you.
Frederick Douglass.
Yes, sir. An ancestor of mine.
Let me ask you this. What's the real difference between a Ponzi scheme and the FDMG Academy? Honestly, it's simple. At least in a Ponzi scheme, there's an occasional payout before it all falls apart. In this situation, however, money keeps coming in with nothing meaningful coming out. No results, no students, and no functioning school. To be fair, two things can be true at the same time. Years ago, Dr. Umar did make valuable contributions by drawing attention to the connection between ADHD diagnoses and the school-to-prison pipeline. But progress requires consistency. People need to keep proving what they're accomplishing in the present. That's why it's essential to stay cautious, even with those you once admired. When someone you used to respect begins asking for donations without clear accountability, it's a clear sign that something has changed. So, let's be real. Do you honestly believe he's still focused on uplifting the community? Deep down, you already know the answer.
Now, I want everyone to understand something. I've been telling people this for a long time. I've been telling you all the same thing. He's a scammer. I'm not surprised that he scammed King Randall, because that's his character. He's a scam artist. He's a charlatan. He's a misogynist. He preys on single black mothers under the guise of opening up a school for black boys. And there's still no school. A school is a place of learning, not some bandos, trap bandos up there in Wilmington, Delaware, that's sitting up there and got people, homeless people sleeping on the steps. That's not a school.
I'm gonna stay positive, but I'm not looking forward to the inspection because, they can nitpick you to death on that.
Absolutely.
So when people say when you're going to actually be done, that's not in our hands. We have to see what the city says, but I'm hoping after all we've been through, they just say, go ahead. If it's all in order, just passing, but that hasn't been the experience. Like everything we've been through with the city has been a fight, even to get a permit for the festival. They ain't want to give us that. So it's really been a tug of war with them. I'm just hoping that we don't have to have a protest. I'm hoping we don't have to take them to court for discrimination. The bureaucracy is mostly black. The mayor's white, but the bureaucracy is black. But discrimination is discrimination, even if you're the same color. So
what Dr. Umar seems to be doing here is creating yet another reason to justify ongoing delays. A way to explain why the project continues to drag on, why there's never a definite completion date, and why no real progress has been made. He's aware that people are growing tired of the excuses, which is exactly why voices like Corey Holcomb have started calling him out publicly. Many now see him as a con artist. To look at this practically, anyone with experience in construction or city planning knows the first step is to hire a skilled general contractor. Someone familiar with the process, connected with local officials, and capable of managing the necessary permits. That's how legitimate projects move forward. Instead of taking that professional route, Dr. Umar has chosen to do everything on his own, portraying himself as the King Kong of consciousness. The issue is, that approach doesn't translate to real-world results. If he were truly dedicated to completing the school, his first step would have been to hire a qualified local contractor to ensure the work complied with city guidelines. The fact that he never did that says a lot. It suggests there was never a genuine plan to open the school, only a plan to continue collecting money from supporters. And by most standards, that's what people would call unethical behavior.
So, What's up? What's up? Struggle is up, brother. Oppression is up, brother. Salami, eggs, and bacon. My name is Dewey. Oh, ba ba ba. Ooh, mama say, mama sa, mama kusa.
At the end of the day, whether you agree with Corey Holcomb or not, one thing is certain. He started a conversation that many have avoided for far too long. For years, Dr. Umar Johnson has built his image as a community leader, promoting empowerment and education. But when voices like Corey Holcomb begin calling him out publicly, it forces people to question whether Umar is truly a misunderstood visionary or simply another smooth talker selling hope from the stage. If there's even a trace of truth in Corey's claims, then many may begin to view Dr. Umar's so-called movement in a completely different light. Still, this story is far from over. Corey's remarks have already sparked widespread discussion, and it's only a matter of time before Umar responds. Whether he chooses to defend himself directly or take the high road remains to be seen. If you've made it this far, share your thoughts in the comments. Is Corey exposing something real or just stirring controversy for attention? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more honest discussions and commentary.